Lifelines of Indian economy. The name suggests that lifelines, which means that it is a very crucial or a very important part of Indian economy, which helps in the transportation and communication of people, goods and services all over the country and encourage the development of the Indian economy. The amount and speed of development of a country depends upon the manufacturing of its goods as well as production and movement of services as well as these goods within the country's space and boundaries, even outside the country's boundaries. In today's modern times, the world has become a global village or an open hub where there is increased communication as well as travel all over the world. Globally, all the countries are interconnected with each other and there is an increased amount of trade and transport. Therefore, they are called as global village. Let's talk about transportation first. Transportation is basically the movement of goods and services all across the globe. It can be in three ways, either it is through land, water, or air. Railways or train transport is a very cost effective and efficient mode of transport which helps in the transportation of goods, services, passengers all over the world. They help us to transport heavy and large amounts of goods as well as bulky goods and helps them transport over long distances. The largest railway network in the world is in USA. The total length is around 2,20,480 kilometers. The second in number is China, followed by Russia, and then fourth is India. Indian Railways, which is owned by the Ministry of Railways and the Government of India, is the fourth largest railway in the world. The total track length is around 1,35,207 kilometers. In today's world, 96% of Indian Railways has become broad gauge network and is highly electrified. 1.2 million employees are employed in the Indian Railways. The first steam engine operated in India in the year 1837 in Madras, but the first passenger train operated in the year 1853 between Bombay and Thane. The first electric train functioned in India between Bombay on DC traction in the year 1925. And the first locomotive manufacturing unit was set up in the year 1950 at Chittaranjan, which is a town in West Bengal. Even though railways have a lot of advantages like they are safe, reliable, cost effective, protect and reduce you from traffic congestions, even can carry heavy and bulky products as well as large number of passengers all over long distances, yet there are some disadvantages also. The disadvantages is railways do not provide door-to-door services. It is very difficult to lay railway tracks in the hilly and mountainous terrain, especially between valleys and gaps, because of high elevations of mountains as well as due to sparse population as well as in the desert regions. It is very difficult to lay down the railways. Even across rivers and streams we need to lay down some bridges and construct them, which is very costly. Every year we commemorate Indian Railway Day on the 16th of April to celebrate the first passenger train and track between Bombay and Thane. Lord Dalhousie is considered as the father of Indian Railways because he was the Governor General between 1848 and 1856 who introduced railways in India. Roadways. Roadways are also an essential part of the transportation facilities. India has one of the largest road networks. It is 54.7 lakhs kilometer long. The largest roadways in the world is in Pan America Highway. The second largest is in India. Advantages of roadways. Road construction cost is lower as compared to airways or railways or shipways. It's easier to lay roads in high elevations, in mountains and hills, as well as in difficult terrain like desert regions. Even roadways also can provide you with door to door services and also provides a link and connection between railway lines, airways, as well as seaports. Bharat Pariyojana is an initiative project undertaken and implemented by the Government of India to develop the roadways, highways, tunnels, bridges, corridors, flyovers, bypasses, ring roads all across India and connecting India and each parts of India. The development of roadways in India comes under the administration of Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. Golden Quadrilateral is a massive highway project. It connects four major metropolitan cities of India, including Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, and Chennai. It is a four-lane expressway. It is one of the largest highway systems of the world. The reason for laying down the Golden Quadrilateral was to connect all the important areas of north, south, east, and west to reduce time as well as distance between all the urban areas as well as the rural regions and connecting agricultural regions with industrial regions, cultural hubs, and important cities. National highways are major networks of roads as well as expressways which connects major cities and regions of the country. All the national highways are numbered. The numbers increase from east to west. Like NH1 is connecting Srinagar to Leh, it is 534 kilometers. NH44 is the longest national highway of India which connects Srinagar in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. The total length is 4112 kilometers. This national highway is also called as the North-South Corridor. There are some state highways which are roads which are constructed and maintained by the state governments which connects the major cities, towns as well as district headquarters. For example, highways of Uttar Pradesh are maintained by the State Public Works (PWD). Apart from metalled roads or pakka roads which are made with concrete, asphalt and cement, in some rural areas and in villages we do have kacha roads which are made up of natural materials like soil, grain and stones. Pipeline network is a kind of transportation of fuels with the help of pipes. These pipelines are laid underground. They help in the long distance transportation of water, crude oil, petroleum products, natural gas, and also connects refineries with factories, fertilizer industries, and thermal plants. Solid raw materials can also be transported by converting them into slurry. Pipeline projects can be government owned as well as can be owned by private firms. There are many leading pipeline projects in the world like Iran's Ministry of Petroleum, China National Petroleum, Iraq's Ministry of Oil. Numaligarh Refinery Limited India comes in the fourth position and France's Total Energies. India has a prominence in oil pipelines. Around 1,630 kilometers of oil transmission pipelines are laid down in India, which ranks second globally. There are three major pipelines which are laid in India. One is from the oil fields of Assam to Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh. The second one is from Salaya in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab. And the third is Hazira in Gujarat to Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh. Waterway transports include transportation of goods and services through shipping as well as through inland rivers, canals, backwaters, and creeks. Backwaters are a network of lagoons, lakes, rivers, as well as canals, whereas a creek is a small stream which connects the sea water with the freshwater body as well as land. There are 111 national waterways in India. The total navigable length of 14,500 kilometers. including 5,200 kilometers, which is covered by rivers. Inland Waterways Authority of India (IWAI) is responsible for the development and maintenance of waterways in India. Let's talk about the major ports of India, which is along the eastern and the western coastal regions of India. Let's talk about the western coastal region first. So there is the Kandla port, which is in the Kutch district of Gujarat. Kandla Fort recently has been renamed as Deen Dayal Port Authority. It is India's first export processing zone and also a natural port. Now, Mumbai Port, which is near Jawaharlal Nehru Port, is the largest container port. It is situated on the eastern shores of the Arabian Sea in Navi Mumbai, Raigad district of Maharashtra. Then is the Mormugao Port, which is located in Goa, is one of the oldest ports of India, established in 1885. It is a natural port known for handling iron ore exports in bulk to other countries from India. New Mangalore Port, which is situated in Panambur district of Mangalore in Karnataka, is open to public viewing. People can go and view this port area. Cochin, which is in the Arabian Sea and Laccadive Sea region of Kerala, is connected to NH 47, NH 17, and NH 49. On the eastern side, we have Kolkata Port, which is officially called as Shama Prasad Mukherjee Port, is the first and the oldest operating port of India, which was established during the British era in 1870. It is a riverine port which is located on the Hooghly River. It also handles a lot of cargo vessels across the country. Next is the Paradip port, which is a major port of Odisha. Biju Patnaik, who was the then Chief Minister of Odisha when it was established, is the founding father of Paradip port. The Paradip port originally belonged to the government of Odisha but now is taken over by the government of India on June 1st, 1965. Visakhapatnam Port is also called as Vizag Port, which is located in the city of Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. It is the third largest port of India. It is a natural harbour which is protected by Dolphin Nose Hill and Rose Hill. It handles huge and bulky cargo, including crude oil. Port Blair, which is India's first free territory, in 1943, Subhash Chandra Bose hosted Indian national flag over Port Blair. Chennai Port, formerly known as Madras Port, is a very important and major port of the Coromandel coast. It is known to handle bulky and dry as well as heavy goods and containers. Chennai Port has celebrated 147 glorious years of maritime trade of India.